Okay, 3.4, number 9, PC 30. Okay, so this is a culmination. This kind of has everything from the chapter all into one question here, right? So without technology, so you're not just graphing this on the graphing calculator, sketch the graph, label all intercepts. So we want x-intercepts over there and a y-intercept, okay? And in sketching, you're going to want to know also end behavior and zero behavior, okay? So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to factor this. All right, I see first of all that there's an x in every term. Well, actually, very first of all, I see that the constant is 0, so guess what? The y-intercept and one of the x-intercepts is going to be 0, because that is the constant technically here. If I take away or factor out an x, which is the same as x minus 0, right? That gives us that 0 for an intercept. Then I'm left with x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. So in factoring, I want to break down or factor this polynomial now. I'm going to check plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3 to see if any of these yield a remainder of 0, which would indicate that the corresponding binomial factor is a factor. Binomial is a factor. So, oh yeah, I probably won't need to go to 6, but you're right. I would do plus or minus 6 as well, but I probably won't need to go that far. So 1, let's just do a quick plus 1. That's easy one, right? That's just 1 minus 4 plus 1 plus 6. So that's negative 3, negative 2, but that doesn't work. Doesn't look like. Would negative 1 work? Negative 1 would change this, and it would change this. Does that work? Yeah, I like that actually, because this is a negative 1 if it's cubed. That's a positive 1 squared, so it's minus 4. It's minus 1 plus 6. So that's negative 6 here, plus 6. Okay, so it looks like a negative 1 is going to be good to go. That is x plus 1. Everyone okay with that? So let's do a quick synthetic division here. And I'm going to check this with negative 1 as my a. Now, again, I'm focused on this one. It should also be a factor of this, but, let's just do this one, right? So I've got a 1, negative 4, a 1, and a 6. Remainder on the last section there. So we've done synthetic division a ton of times. So I'm going to drop the 1 here, multiply, add, whoops, 1, negative 4, am I missing 3, 2, 1? 0, 1, negative 4, 1, 6.
Isn't it right?
1, okay, negative 5, positive 5, add, yeah, okay, negative 6. Good, I had a bit of a spaz there for a second. All right, so I've got x plus 1, and I've got, now what's 1 less than 3? Well, that's squared, so that's x squared from this coefficient, minus 5x plus 6. All right, now we've got a quadratic. You could probably do this by sight. So x plus 1, this breaks down to x, what? Minus 3, x minus 2. That adds up to negative 5 and multiplies to positive 6. Are we okay with this so far? Not sure who asked this question, but Chase, are you good? Okay. So let's bring this out of the way here. Let's bring this down. So a few things I can gather from this. A little bit of information I can pick up from this. End behavior. Well, this is an even function. That means that either the end behavior is going to be like this, right, going from like 2 to 1, or it's going to be like this, going from 3 to 4. How do I know that? Thank you for asking. So the leading coefficient here is a positive 1, positive. So think of just y equals x squared. That's a parabola opens up. So the end behavior is going to be from 2 to 1 somehow. Okay, end behavior. It's not cubed. No. This is cubed, but that's just one of the factors. That's one of the factors. I'm looking at the polynomial at the beginning. Okay, that's the one you want to. And that's a 4. It's a degree 4, and it's a positive 1 there. Okay, so. Well, there's an x missing on the last line. Not sure what you're saying.
X plus 1 multiplied by x minus 3 multiplied by x times 2. Isn't there like another x?
Oh yes, thank you. We're not. This isn't total. Yeah, we have the x here as well. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So when we get to the factors, yeah, that's right. We would have taken a second look at that. So we do have that x as well that's there. Now we have the entire list of factors. That's correct. So now we get to the zeros, which we take a look at all the factors. And we do have a 0 at 0. That represents this one. Really, that's x minus 0. We have a negative 1. So negative 1, that's going to be an intercept. Positive 3 over here, an intercept. And then a positive 2 from this one as an intercept. Okay, so we have 4 intercepts. Great, no problem. What's the multiplicity on the factors? Are there any repeats? Like, do we have x plus 1 twice? Nope. Anything twice? Nope. So this is just a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 1. So it appears that this is going to just cross at each intercept. So a little bit tough to draw. I might have to zoom in here, right? So we start from up here somewhere. We're going to come down here. We don't know how low we go. That's probably for calculus. We'll figure that out in calculus next class. But we have to come up through here. Again, those are just simple crosses. We don't know how far up we're going to go, but we know we have to come back down through 2, a simple cross. And then we don't know how far down we go, but we go up through 3, and then that's the last cross, and that's the end behavior. So it's going to look something like that going through these intercepts. The y-intercept is 0, x-intercepts are negative 1, 0, 2, and 3. And there's your graph. Okay, so do we hit everything without technology? Sketch, label all intercepts. Does that help? Awesome. Anybody else have any questions about that? Yeah, that's good. Good. Make sure you get all the factors listed and double check everything. Awesome.